if I could ask just one on the immigration negotiations, we've learned from some of our Senate sources, and it's been talked about a lot of other outlets, about part of the deal, including the deal that's still being worked on, including these numbers, that the border could be shut down specifically if migrant crossings increase above 5,000 per day. Were those numbers acceptable to the White House? Were they the numbers of the White House or the president was pushing for?
I'm not going to get into specifics or details. I just don't want to get involved from here, the podium, on what's being discussed, what's being negotiated. I think it's just the right thing to do, to give folks the space as they're doing this in good faith in the Senate. I think it's important to do. We've been very clear. We think the system is broken. Immigration system is broken. We have to do everything that we can to deal with the challenges at the border, and it's good that there's bipartisan support in moving forward in that way from the Senate. And so that is what we've been very clear about. I'm just not going to get into numbers or specifics or dive into policy discussions from here.
I get that, but from a messaging perspective, House Republicans are diving into these numbers. They're responding to them, and they're calling them out and saying this is the reason they can't support this kind of bill. So are you guys doing yourself a disservice by not talking about some of these specifics?
I'm going to be very clear here. House Republicans are actually getting in the way. They're not part of the discussion. They're not. They're not part of trying to figure out how to come to a bipartisan agreement. We would like them to be, but they're deciding not to. And it's on them. The question to them is, why aren't you all interested or wanting to work with your colleagues over at the Senate? We have said, if this law passes, it will be, yes, the toughest and the most fairest set of reforms to secure the border and deal with real solutions to reform the immigration system. That is what we believe. And let's not forget what the president put in his supplemental, right? He wants the border agents, drug detection equipment, immigration judges, and asylum officers. He wants resources. And so that's what the president is looking toward to do in the supplemental. He laid it out very clearly. But House Republicans are, they're flip-flopping on this. They're truly flip-flopping on this issue.